Hello and welcome to Hops and Bros. We're still in search of a set.
Yeah, and this week it's kind of a craft beer 101 that's been waiting for a long time.
Yeah, we've actually planned this a couple months ago. Like right after the lager one, we wanted to do the ale one, which is the one that's being done today.
So it's kind of like the most mainstream
It's
craft beer 101 we could do, right?
Yeah, it's the oldest style. Well, that's my plan was we should have lagers and ales, considering they're the base of all the other kinds.
Yeah, just back to back, but we've been too excited about the whole thing, so we did what came up with.
Yeah, basically what we wanted to do as we were doing it, we did.
And one really cool thing is that I'm finally back in front of the camera.
Yeah, that's true. You're actually back in Canada.
After a good 14 days, more.
14 days? A little
since
more?
I've been in front of the camera.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So it's been a while. I feel a little bit shy, so I'll let
Just
Max...
imagine everyone behind the camera naked, which I know most of you are, okay? You creeps. You filthy creeps.
But I like it. I do love what you do. But you might want to put like a little blanket next time.
Just, because we can kind of see.
Yeah.
Just like so.
Perfect. You do good.
Perfect. Okay, so
what's an ale, Max? What's an ale?
All right, so it's the oldest style.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was actually brewed with Groots. You're probably familiar with Groots. February is usually the International Groot month, and if you don't know about Groots, we'll probably do an episode if we haven't done already.
And if you want, you just put like a couple of comments down below.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll do it. Yeah.
So basically, it was before hops they would use another mixture to be able to do their beers, and that was the ales back then. They were actually brewed by women. By brewsters or the other term I forget. But anyways, it used to be something that every house would do, brew beer. Why? It was a great way to nourish yourself.
Yeah.
And also a safe way to hydrate, because back then, water was not safe. Although none of the records really state that people knew about all the disease in the water, it was still something that was done everywhere, a little bit like Greece with wine and stuff like that. So back then, the beer was a little lighter. It was really more of a nourishment and a way to hydrate and to keep it for a longer time with the alcohol content. But they did have stronger beer,
right?
Kind of exactly. Kind of a liquid oatmeal that has a little bit of alcohol in it. But they did have also beer that was a little more high in alcohol. It was mostly used for parties and stuff like that. So main events. So Chris, what exactly is an ale?
What makes an ale special?
It's delicious.
Regardless of not regardless, but if you look at lagers, which we already talked about, it's a beer that's fermented in cold temperatures.
That's lagers.
That's lagers.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why, just to give you a little preparation, it's like a throwback, right? Ales, since you already talked about it, it's an ancient, like the oldest style. So back then there wasn't quite really.
You way to refrigerate, right? So you had to be. The yeast was accustomed to higher temperatures.
Exactly, and really, it's original to the ales. It's a top fermented yeast. So what does that mean? Is that it's a yeast that reacts on top. So dies goes to the bottom, reacts on top, and the first vessels where there was fermentation, they were open vessels.
Okay.
So the yeast was really high performing in the warmer weather. Mm-hmm. At the top of the fermenter in the vessel that was opened up.
So it tends to be 18 to 23 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, around these temperatures, but depends always on the style of beer.
Yeah,
because
of course.
The ale covers up most of the styles around it. So
that's not even covering lagered ales or stuff like that, are either
like hybrids between the two styles. Yeah, so it covers up from like an India Pale Ale to a red ale to like even porters fit in this kind of beer, like because it's
which will attach a little graph with both houses, the lager house and the ale house, so you can see exactly which styles go in which category.
If you start to get really deep in that, you might never come back.
That's true.
It's kind of crazy, but ales are really familiar. You probably drank a lot of ales so far. It's really popular too. At the same time, it's easy to brew for a number. If you want to do one, we already did one. So a pale ale, it's one of the most popular too. It's a pale ale too. You can count it as one of the popular ones. But for a brewer, it's a lot easier. Like for someone that's not equipped to do a lager, let's say. So it's warmer temperatures. Yeast that's a lot easier to handle for someone that's not used to it. And also top fermented. So it's all things that makes it easier to brew beer that's actually high quality.
Yeah.
Nothing against lagers. because it's just a lot harder to do.
Yeah,
Because the
exactly.
fermentation process for an ale goes up to 2 weeks.
Yeah, compared to lager, we can go all the way up to a couple months.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's completely different. Gives out a lot of wide
Different
range
flavors.
of
I mean,
flavors
you're gonna have
to
a
the
little
same
more
moment.
floral kind of flavors from your ales, a little more
bit of
complexity
sweetness
there, a little
too.
sweetness.
Like complexity, I guess it can
Yeah.
be like something
Then again,
you can
exactly,
get from different styles
yeah,
too.
different
I
styles
think
or-
that's
yeah.
something totally different. But you're quite right about that.
Yeah.
Like there's ways to work around your beers
It's a
to make
different
it complex.
complexity. Yeah.
Exactly. I think we've nailed that one a lot better than we thought. But yeah, overall, ales, like we could talk about it, I think, for the next 2 hours, but basically we wanted you guys to understand the basics, of
so
the
then-
ales, so then it would be easier for you guys to understand the other things that are related to ales.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So if you do liked everything and you have more questions about ales, let's say
Leave a
top
comment
fermentation
below and-
process,
oh, yeah,
that
that's
could be
another one,
something
yeah.
we could cover up in the near future. I don't know. Then put it down in the comment below, and if you if you enjoyed it, you just
Yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and share with your friends.
and it, the pace is really good right now. So I don't know what you guys are doing, but it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's really good. So we're picking up subscribers. A lot of people knowing about us. So a huge thanks again.
Yeah, so cheers to you.
Cheers to you guys, and
Cheers.
lots of good stuff about my trip on Iceland coming up.
Yeah. Cheers.